Hey guys, so what exactly is VR Ready and what hardware do you need to play Steam VR on Oculus? So let's first look at your PC or laptop. There are some recommended specs that Meta has released and you can take a screenshot of them here. Basically the components that you need to look at: your processor. You need an Intel i5 4590 or an AMD Ryzen 5 1500X or greater. You need at least 8 gigabytes of RAM, and you need to be working off Windows 10 or Windows 11. There have been some issues with Windows 11, so you may need to stick with Windows 10 for now. The next thing you need to look at is your graphics card. I have put the tables up here of what is currently supported and what isn't supported. You can take some screenshots of those. If you are unsure about your graphics card, just go to your settings and to system, and then scroll down to get to gaming. And in gaming, check your game mode and your graphics. You may have an integrated GPU as well as a separate GPU. So check your games with high performance, and if you open up the options there, you can see that power saving mode is actually under this GPU, and then your high performance games is under a different graphics card. So in that way you can see which graphics card you actually have available. Cool, so now that we are VR ready, let's talk cables. So your first option is to connect your headset to your PC via a link cable, which is a USB cable. The obvious disadvantage here is that your head is linked to the computer, so it affects your mobility. But it's going to give you the best graphics and probably game experience. The Meta store sells an official link cable that's perfect for this purpose. But if you want to have a look around at alternatives, I'm just going to give you the specs that you need for this cable. Basically, this is a USB cable. On the one end, it has to be USB-C. That is the connector that's going to fit into your Oculus, and that's a C outlet. The other end can be either USB-C or USB-A, depending on what you've got on your PC. Most PCs will have USB-A, and most gaming PCs will have A and C. It's ideal for one of the USB-C heads to be at a right angle. This will be the one that fits into the Oculus. It's just easier. If it's not at a right angle, it kind of sticks up and it bends and it can break quite easily. Most importantly, the cable needs to support data transfer speeds of 5 gigabytes per second. Most of these cables that you buy, like from office stores, will be 480 megabytes per second, and that's not enough. So if you go for a USB 3.0 or higher, you'll be safe. The USB 3.0 supports speeds between 5 and 20 gigabytes per second. And then the last thing to sort of consider is the length of the cables. Typically they're between 3 and 5 meters or 10 and 16 feet. The official cable from the Meta store is 5 meters, and it actually supports data transfer speeds over that length. There are some great alternatives that you can find online. You just must make sure that they can support that speed at the length you want. The other option is to do away with your link cable completely, but the success of this really depends on your home network setup. For this to really work well, you need to connect your PC to your router, and you also need to play within the vicinity of those two things. So essentially your PC, router and game area all need to be in close proximity to one another. Your headset also needs to have a strong internet connection, ideally 5 gigahertz. On your PC, just go into your network and internet settings, your Wi-Fi and your hardware properties. You'll see under network band it says there 5 gigahertz. Most newer routers actually offer 2 or more frequencies, and you'll often find that you'll have the name of your Wi-Fi followed by 5G, and that's 5 gigahertz, and then you'll just have another one with just a name with no 5G, and that's 2.4 gigahertz. So just make sure that you connect your headset to the 5G and your PC to the 5G. They both need to be connected to the same Wi-Fi. So if you have good Wi-Fi, a router that's inside next to your PC, then you can just connect the two with your Ethernet cable, which can be a Cat6 or a Cat7, and you're good to go. The real issue here comes in is that a lot of households have their NBN box, which is situated in the garage. This means the modem or router is also situated in the garage. So connecting the router to your PC would require you either to play in the garage and move your PC to the garage, or alternatively you can drag your Ethernet cable all the way from your garage through the house to your PC. This is actually quite doable because you can quite easily get Ethernet cables of up to 100 meters or more. You might find that the Oculus allows you to airlink without using an Ethernet cable, but generally the games are slow, the graphics are bad, and everything is pretty glitchy. So that's it for this video. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments below, and thanks for watching.